very good evening and welcome to all of you from the home of cricket here in UAE, where this is Royal Phoenix Cleaning presenting 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024 powered by Fan Code. Well, we have got plate quarter-final number 2 and it's AZ Sports taking on Khandan 11 in this particular game. Well, without spending much time here, let's head down in the middle where we are going to have the all-important toss. Good evening, one and all. This is Royal Phoenix Clinic, plate quarter-final 2 of this ongoing 35th Sharjah Ramadan League 2024 powered by Fan Code. Well, we are lined up over here for all-important toss. It is going to be between Khandan 11 versus AZ Sports. On my right, it's Kashif leading Khandan 11. Next to him is Mr. Tahseen Javed, the match referee. And on my extreme right, it is Anjum Zishan leading AZ Sports. So Anjum Zishan, the home team captain, will be flipping the coin and Kashif will be doing the calling.
Heads.
Heads is a call. And it is tails. Anjum, congratulations. What you are going to do and why?
I will bat first.
Any particular reason?
No, I think later on it's probably if it's a dew, so ball doesn't travel much, so it's better to bat first.
So what the target you want to give to the opponent team?
180, 190, anything above is a bonus.
Well, this is, I suppose, your first tournament, do and die game, and wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Kashif, tough luck with the task. What you will say?
Yes, it is because we also wanted to bat first, but it is okay. We want to restrict them, and then we will go for chase.
What the target you would like to chase?
It should be under 150, so we will be very happy about it. Let's see. Our bowlers will try out their best, so let's see.
It's a do and die game. Never tomorrow. I'm sure that people are excited, players.
Yes, we are very excited, and we worked hard, and we learned about our last mistakes in previous games. So we are hopeful that we will good today, inshallah.
All the best and wish you play a good game ahead.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kashif. Thank you. So news from the Central is that AZ Sports, they have won the toss and they have opted to bat first. Squad for both the teams. AZ Sports led by Anjum Zishan, Abdurrahim, Kuldeep Lal, Ansh Tandon, Bhuta Singh, Sherry Malik, Adil Yamin, Ejaz Ahmed, Muhammad Saghir Afridi, Muhammad Rizwan and Kamran Ali. Whereas for Khandan 11, they have been led by Muzaffar Kashif, Ali Mazhar, Aziz Shah, Abdul Asad Zishan Khan, Umar Abbas, Zain Hassan, Tariq Owaisi, Hashim Amir, Fahad Janjua and Gurvinder Dhillon. Well, both teams look very much same and they play their cricket with a lot of fun, with a lot of excitement, and they have got quite a bit potentially very talented players, and I think this game is going to be very interesting as it is Cup quarter final number 2 and definitely a lot of excitements out there in the dugout as mentioned by both the captains. There is some time before the game commences, so we will take a short break, but stay tuned as we will join you back when this quarter final 2 of the plate going to start.
Welcome viewers once again. We are back almost at the start of the first ball of this important quarterfinal. Remember, this is a quarterfinal, so there's no tomorrow. Both the teams have got to be on the money here. They can't afford to lose this match. And it's going to be Anjum Zishan Khan opening the batting for AZ Sports. Well, both the team seems to be a balanced side. And today we are playing on a different pitch, a tinge of green in it. Right then, ball number 1 of the quarterfinal starts off with that in-swinger. He's got a cover there. Deep point. It'll be a single. AZ Sports get off the mark. First runs on board for them. And it's going to be Umar Abbas with that new ball alongside Mohammad Rizwan.
Well, Omar Abbas will play toward the offside, and it is a dot ball.
Well, that is Mohammad Saghir, in fact, not Rizwan. Very big hitter of the ball. Likes to get going from the word go.
There we go. Attempted a big shot, but he will only get a single. He just played toward the mid-on region. So early starts for AZ Sports. Dimensions of the ground are going to play a very important role. Toward the offside, it is quite a small boundary, whereas toward the leg, it is a big boundary to clear. And this will really test out the skills of the bowler as well as the captaincy, going to be very crucial.
Well, fuller delivery. This is what Umar does. He can move the ball both ways. Not express speeds, but he bowls with good lines and lengths. And he's got 2 men outside the circle, one as deep point and one as deep square leg. So he's got protection for both the in-swing and the outswing. It's just about the length over here. And straight away we can see slip in place. Both the batters are off the mark. 2 runs on board. And so far a pretty decent over from Omar.
Oh, there we go. An in-swinger at that occasion. And it has troubled Anjum Zishan. Line and length always remains very important, regardless of the pace, regardless of the bounce that a bowler has got. If you are able to swing the ball at a good line and length, no matter even if you are a slow medium pacer, you still can be very handy, especially on this surface where still there is plenty of grass out there.
Well, that was this attempted slow one. And very good over coming to an end. First over done. AZ Sports 2 for no loss. Well, it's going to be Fahadi Janjua to share the new ball with Umar Abbas. Bowled a brilliant first over. There's a short boundary on the leg side to the right-hander from this end. So he's got to be very careful. He's got a deep square leg in place and a deep third as 2 fielders outside the circle. Wow, what a first delivery. Very well bowled. On the money. beaten by pace and swing on that occasion, Saghir Afridi.
Well, on that channel of uncertainty for Afridi, and you have to be at your best, especially when you are playing on this track. The footwork will remain very important. Fahadi Janjua, a regular bowler for Khandan, 11 over well, this time off-pace delivery, and once again Saghir beaten at that occasion.
If you see the surface very closely, it's got enough grass on it, but not towards that full length area. It's towards the good length and back of good length. And this is what happens when fast bowlers do see that kind of grass on offer. They tend to bowl short. But with the new ball, they can afford to definitely go up a little bit. Look at that, staying low. Variable bounce as well. There's too much in the wicket. It's just about bowling in the right areas.
Well, you are supposed to play straight in the beginning, at least 3 to 4 balls. And then after that, you will be in a better position to do the slog. Afridi, naturally, is a very aggressive player, and he can't be kept quiet for a long time.
Yeah, you know about Afridis. They can't be kept quiet for a long time. Historical evidences. Short and wide will be called a wide. It is. There was a hit me delivery as well. Just allowed it to let it go to the keeper. Any bat onto that one with the field in the circle on the offside, that would have been a boundary.
Yes. Well, we are into the plate quarterfinal 2, going on between Khandan versus AZ Sports, and played on. It kept low as per the likeness are Saghir Afridi, and Janjua strikes. AZ Sports lost their first wicket just on 3.
Look at that, no feet movement whatsoever, and the ball staying a little low on that occasion. Variable bounce you were mentioning about earlier, and that has come into play straight away. Saghir Afridi not too happy with the ball, and it's the first wicket down for AZ Sports, 3 for 1.
Regular member from AZ Sports, one of the senior player, and he's going to play a very important role. He's a good player. Let's see how he tackles this particular surface. And Janjua. Oh, what a delivery! He's undone. What a beautiful outswinger. Squared him up, and Abdurrahim walking back after getting out on Golden Duck.
Well, it can't get better than that for an outswinger. Look at that, coming in with the angle and just straightening after pitching. What a delivery to wrap up Abdurrahim on that occasion. What a first ball to the new batter. No answer on that one. Abdurrahim goes out without troubling the scorer. A golden duck for him. And 2 and 2 for Khandan 11 here. AZ Sports 3 for 2.
it's all happening here in Sharjah. Janjua. Back-to-back wickets for him, and he's on a hat trick. And it's Khandan going to face the first ball.
Oh, just drifting on the pads, and this is going to run away for a boundary. Not the right kind of delivery to be bowling when you're on a hat trick. Should have gone full and on the stumps. However, 4 boundaries conceded, 4 runs conceded as leg byes. End of over number 2, 7 for 2. Well, good first over from Umar Abbas. Well, bowling a second and straight away outswinger. So he's bowling outswingers to Anjum, and so far he's beaten him up almost on all occasions. Just a single for him of 5 deliveries, and you could see that pressure that he created in the first over, which got Fahadi Janjua the wickets. Taking away nothing away from Fahadi Janjua, but he bowled really well as well to back that first over.
Absolutely. Oh, there you the in-swinger, wayward delivery, no fine leg, and it will go for 5 wides.
Well, these are gifts. An early Eid gift there from Umar Abbas. Wavered on that occasion, attempted in-swinger, but that line was absolutely wrong. You can't be starting those in-swingers from the leg stump. It will keep on going, and no chance for the wicketkeeper there. 5 runs added to the total.
Well, we have seen a boundary in the last over as well. It clipped the thigh, and that time it's a 5 wide. Well, good in-swinger. Good direction, but nicely driven as well. Straight to the extra cover fielder. Another dot ball.
Yeah, he does move the ball both ways, and certainly that is on display. But again, it's about controlling those swing. He does have a very good outswinger.
Well, full toss, slower one. Anjum was all deceived, otherwise it could have been a very handy opportunity for him to put away for runs.
Yeah, that was a freebie in my opinion. Just missed out with that. In fact, the bowler deceiving the batter on that occasion. And the dot delivery. So despite conceding those 5 wides, he's just gone for 7. Once again, wayward delivery, straying down the leg side.
Well, there are total 13 runs on the board, and out of 13, 11 are extras. Not very disciplined, in fact, very poor coming up from Khandan 11. It could have been easily 2 for 2 had those extras not given.
Yeah, absolutely. Attempted in-swinger off the middle of the bat, but finds the fielder. Anjum, no real feet movement from him. It's just about hand-eye coordination. When you're playing swing bowler, you've got to have your feet moving. Umar Abbas, not express pace as I said, but has enough talent to trouble the batter.
Oh, slow one, and that's it. It's all over for Anjum Zishan. He's undone with that slow off-cutter. And Khandan has got another wicket.
And look at that. Once again, threw the shot a little early. Certainly deceived on that occasion. Umar Abbas picks up his first wicket of the match. And it's the captain, Anjum Zishan Khan, who's got to depart after scoring just 1 of 9 deliveries. 3 down on 12.
Well, Khandan 11 is very much on top of this game. They have grabbed 3 wickets just by conceding 13 runs, and we are into the last legal ball of the over number 3. Both Tandon and Bhutta out there in the middle. Bhutta will be facing his first ball, and both of them yet to off the mark.
And good to see a slip in place. Right then, first ball for Bhutta. Bowls an in-swinger and almost had him on that occasion. He's beaten the batter, he's beaten the keeper, and will trickle away for another boundary as buys. And look at that. What a delivery first up to the new batter. Almost had him.
Well, look at that. That swung miles. Very lucky. Bhutta still out there in the middle. And Umar Abbas can't believe his luck. But AZ Sports are definitely with the luck. They have grabbed 15 runs so far out of 17 as extras. It's 17 for 3 after 3 overs. It's all happening in Sharjah. 17 for 3 after 3 overs, and there is a change in the voice here in the com box. Joining me, Monanga Tire Craig.
A very good evening to you. Thank you for that warm welcome. We are here in Sharjah Cricket Stadium in this match pitting these two giants of cricket in UAE, AZS and Khandan 11. AZS won the toss and they chose to bet. So far, it's proving not to be a wise decision if they have lost about 3 wickets in 3.1 overs and managing only 17 runs.
Well, plenty of work to be done by the batters of AZ Sports. Short delivery, pulled away. Good shot. This is the first conventional, full confident blow coming up from the batter. It's Tandon and it has gone for maximum.
That was nicely played there by the left-handed batsman there, and it went down racing to the boundary. It actually went over the boundary for a 6. What is surprising to note in this encounter between these two teams is almost 17 runs. Is it 17 or 15? 15 came off as extras, Nadeem.
Yeah, definitely. Those extras have held them, putting up 23 so far, but the last delivery was very poor on the leg side, asking for punishment, and Tandon played a nice shot. Looks a very good player. No! The batter is slipped over there, but no damage done. Zishan opted not to throw. In fact, the fielder over there at point region, good sportsmanship.
Ball was kept within the 30-yard circle, and no run came out of that effort. Had he not slept on that occasion, I'm sure He could have completed a full run there, taking the score to 24. But nonetheless, they're still on 23. There comes Janjua from the Bukhata Stadium. What a beautiful Yorker there, Nadim.
Oh, beautiful Yorker, and equally well played by the batter, Tandon. He brought the bat right on time, but well, Janjua is bowling beautifully out there. He's making the ball talk. He's good with the swing. He's bowling those beautiful slower ones, and also we have seen now a very good Yorker coming up. Fahidi Janjua has grabbed 2 wickets, and he was very much on a hat-trick in the last over. Just gave away 8 in his 1.4 overs. Bhutta yet to open his account.
There comes Janjua with his 5th delivery. Beautiful slow delivery there that completely fooled the batsman, and he missed it completely. Great comeback from the bowler there, Janjua.
Oh, beautiful outswinger, isn't it? He made the batter come onto the front foot, and he had to play that, and then at the last moment it swung away a perfect way. And I will really encourage to have a slip in place. If you are on top, you have grabbed 3 wickets, ball is still swinging, why not you take chances? Meanwhile, it's not a comprehensive shot, but effective. It will earn them just a single, not good running between the wickets.
Beautiful shot there played, but not much came out of it. That delivery brought us to the end of the 4th over, 25 for the loss of 3.
Definitely bad, but somebody has to stay on the wicket. They need to build up partnership here. Partnerships are always remain very key, whether you play any domestic cricket, top cricket, different format of cricket. They are very key. Well, nicely played toward the leg side. 2 is the call. Good pick up and throw, but good running between the wickets. They have earned easy couple of runs.
I agree with you on the fact that these guys need to build a lasting a partnership that should allow them to put more runs on the board. There comes the bowler from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and that is a wide fumbled by the keeper there.
Another wide coming up, and Bhutta was having all the license to go for the full-blooded heave toward the leg side. Didn't connect it, but still he will get a single. Their extras have been a problem here for Khandan 11, but other than that, both these medium pacers have done pretty nice job. They grabbed 3 wickets. Bhutta is a very good player, let me tell you, and look at that. That is the evidence. It was pitched up, and 1 bounce over the long off for a beautiful boundary.
Excellent shot there played by Bhutta, but let's quickly watch the replay there. Eyes on the ball. He gave him enough room on that occasion to open his arms, and he was handsomely rewarded for his effort. And now they just need to make sure that these 2 gentlemen here stay in the center so that they build up something. They build up a partnership that will help them put something meaningful on the board.
Very good advice coming up from the horse's mouth, and this is played in the air, just enough legs over the head of the mid-off fielder. Yet another boundary. So Bhutta and Tandon, they have started building up a good partnership. They have put up 19 together. Once again, it was an in-swinger. Didn't get from the middle of the bat, but still intentions were positive. And we all know luck favor braves. And we are privileged to have Craig in the comb box. He is a senior coach here in Sharjah Cricket Academy and always provide valuable inputs, advices, suggestions, comments to the youngsters who are watching the cricket. Craig, I'm sure your tour to England recently have been a success.
It was indeed a success, and we recently hosted Brentwood School from the United Kingdom as well, where we saw beautiful cricket there, some beautiful exchange of cricket skills there between the boys and even the girls as well. That is one beautiful thing about the cricket scene here in UAE. They are promoting both boys and girls, but there is a low full toss there, which the batsman failed to convert, and it ended up going as a leg by.
Yeah, it was an opportunity for the batter, but he just missed it out. Still got a single in the form of leg buys. So almost around 26 runs partnership between these two. And they really need to build a good partnership here. There's plenty of grass on this track. And I'm sure that the seamers will enjoy, but not sure how the spinners are going to utilize the conditions.
It all comes back to how good they are with using the conditions of the wicket to their advantage. And in this case, if they are really smart, if they know where to pitch the ball, they should get something positive out of it.
Oh, good delivery. Chance for the fielder. I think the timing of the jump was not that great, as the batters have got 3 runs out of that shot. Good running between the wicket at that occasion.
That should have been an easy one, if we can get the replay of that. Okay, let's quickly take a look at this bowling card here. You are boss, 3 overs bowled, 10 dots, 28 runs considered in the wicket with an economy of 9.3. That is pretty expensive there. Janjua, 2 overs, 9 runs considered with a decent 4.5 economy.
The only issue is those 13 extras which they have conceded. We are only done with the 5 overs, and out of 42, 13 extras are really high. Khandan, 11 bowlers, they need to be a little more disciplined with their effort. Still, they have grabbed 3 wickets, so not a bad start for Khandan 11. Well, Fahidi Janjua will continue to bowl from Bukhatar end. The first ball onto the pads, tucked away toward the leg side. In fact, it signaled leg byes.
Initially, it looked like it came off the bat, but I think Nadim and I will need to go and see our opticians.
Well, Craig, congratulations on hosting the international tour, and I am sure that Academy is doing well.
It is indeed. Janjua comes in with his second delivery. That was slightly wider, and luckily the umpire didn't give that as a wide. So beautiful delivery from Janjua, who has done well so far, picked up 2 wickets, considered only 10 in 2.2 overs.
Well, seamers always enjoy the track when there is grass on it, and as we can see that exactly at the good length area, there is plenty of grass, and that will really encourage the bowlers. Oh, meanwhile, an inner edge, very lucky. On any other bad day, it could have went on to hit the stumps, but Bhuta still survives. He's playing on 17 phase 10 balls. The highest run getter so far in this little inning of AZ Sports.
He needs to stay. He needs to stay in the middle there up until maybe 10th or 15th over. since they didn't have a good start. 45 for the loss of 3. Another beautiful delivery there. Janjua trying so hard to press the brake for Team AZS. Adnan Arif, welcome back to the combo box.
Thank you so much, Craig. They were 13 for 3. A good little partnership here of 30 between these two, ensuring that they steady the ship. And good running as well. There was a little bit of scare early on, especially when Bhuta was playing. He got that first delivery, an in-swinger from Umar Abbas. Bowled pretty brilliantly until then. But it's just those extras that really hurting them.
Had they not considered those extras, I think we would be seeing some beautiful figures. Ooh, that is nicely pulled there, and it goes out straight into the stands there. Beautiful batting from Khandan, Adnan.
Oh, what a shot that was. It's towards the longest part of the ground to the left-hander, and it has sailed well over that boundary rope. Look at that. A full toss, almost a no ball. And the form that Ansh Tandon is in at the moment, he's not going to be missing those. Tonks it for a maximum to end that over. It's the end of power play as well. AZ Sports 50 for 3. Within the circle, it's going to be Muzaffar with spin on outside the power play. So far, so good from AZ Sports. Losing 3 wickets, but they've got a good total on board.
So in every team, you need to have people that have the capability and capacity to, to steady the ship, especially when it's rocked in the early stages of the innings, like what happened to Team AZS. Muzaffar comes in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy with a very slow one. He could have taken that on, Adnan.
Yeah, that was a low full toss, and Ansh Tandon could have easily headed back to the bowler on that occasion. And look at that, a very sloppy work in the field. You can see Muzaffar holding his hips there. Not too sure if he's done the warm-up after the iftar.
Muzaffar, you can do better than this. There he comes out. He came down the track there and punched it nicely onto the ground. But there isn't much, quick running in between the wickets there. They could have fully utilized that one and gotten themselves a double of on that occasion, Adnan.
Yeah, they haven't played much cricket with each other. Bhuta Singh and Ansh Tandon, fairly new to the team. Look at that, trying to up the ante. It's a shorter part of the boundary on that side, and he's managed enough to clear the fielder. Not off the middle of the bat, but a maximum.
I wonder what the fielder was trying to do on that occasion. He almost got tripped by the roof there. The bowler is just pitching it in such a way that the batsman will celebrate an early Eid holiday.
Well, it's that kind of a boundary where a left-hander and right-hander is very important out there in the crease. One can always take a chance from one end. It's a short boundary for the left-hander on the leg side, and when you switch ends, it's going to be short boundary for the right-hander. So they can take chances from each end, and with two right-handers that seems to be not possible.
Absolutely. That should be out. Yes. Perfect decision there from the umpire, Kashif.
Well, not great batting there. They already got the runs they wanted, and very good decision in the end. Caught right in front of the stumps and very low as well. That would have gone on to hit the middle. A straightforward decision for the umpire, and it's the fourth wicket down. Muzaffar picks up his first of the night. Bhuta Singh scoring 20 of just 15 deliveries has to depart 60 for 4. The eighth over of the match. He'll be bowling those off-cutters towards the short boundary. Not too sure if that's the right ploy to the right-hander. Oh, very good delivery. He does have the ability to bowl that arm delivery, shape it away from the right-hander. And he's got a very good off-cutter as well. So good delivery first up to the new batter.
It will be great to see how he's going to try and trick the batsman in this over. I think all he needs to do now is to give it to him as slow as possible. Let him work for the runs, putting into consideration that if ever the batsman tries to, sweep the ball, he has that to his advantage since the boundary is shorter on the other side.
Yeah, Rizwan on that occasion gets off the mark with that single. So they need to stitch up a partnership here. Too many wickets have been lost within just 8 overs of the play. Very well timed on that occasion. Running away towards the boundary. Some footwork. And that will keep the ball well within the ropes. And they'll pinch through for that third. Very good running.
For sure, he deserves that high five there after stopping that delivery from going over the rope. Khandan on 29 of 13 deliveries. Rizwan, the new man that has just got onto the crease. That looks like a leg by. Is he going to race down to the boundary for a 4? Yes. His legs were, rather they didn't help him that much on that occasion there. The ball was slowly rolling to the boundary and he couldn't stop it. That pushes the score to 69 for the loss of 4.
Well, not the right line to be bowling, straying on the pads. And those were additional extras conceded off the leg buys. Muzaffar tried his best but could not stop it from going for a boundary. Short and wide. That's really well played, but a misfield will allow them to come for a single. In fact, a fumble there could have easily been a second, but they're not chancing the arms of Fahadi Janjua there. Just a single to end over number 8, 70 for 4.
Muzaffar is back in the attack. He bowled in the previous over and he bagged a very important wicket. Concede, it was pretty expensive. You considered around 10 runs. A beautiful delivery there. Dot ball.
He's tossing it up in the air, inviting the batter to go for a big one, especially to the right hand. It's a big boundary, so he can do so. Takes the bait, almost had him on that occasion, just sliding down a little bit. Given his leg buys. That was the only thing saving him there.
He luckily survived the Rizwan. 2 on the board of the 6 deliveries that he has faced so far. Sturdily, the sheep is moving. Boundary saved there by the fielder in the deep. Moving the score to 72 for the loss of 4 in 8.5 overs.
Yeah, that was a pretty decent shot and very good work there by the fielder. Keeping it down to just a single. Once again, a loopy delivery. Wanted to hoik that over covers. And a misfield will probably get them a boundary here. Or it just stops within the ropes. And they'll come back for 3. That's very good running by these two. Especially Khandan realized that he had that opportunity to pick up the 3rd there. It's a very short boundary. And to get 3 runs from there really deserves an applause.
Beautiful fielding there, especially after recovering from that poor display of fielding ability there. Khandan has moved up to 30 of the 14 deliveries that he has faced so far.
Well, these loopy deliveries, as a batter, you think it's under the bat or you are there for it, but somehow it just always falls a little away from the bat and you end up skying one in the air. As a right-hander, you have got a very big boundary, but for a left-hander, it's pretty short. He's got to be very watchful, Muzaffar, with his lines and length, especially with that loopy delivery.
Absolutely. And Khandan on strike. Beautifully handled. They're played sensibly. They've done well so far, even with the singles. There's no need to try and play any risky shot there.
Looking to go over long on. Doesn't find the middle. Very lucky there. Not to time it well. Could have gone straight into the hands of the fielder. Just a single to end over number 9. AZ Sports 76 for 4.
Hassan bowling from the Bukhata end. He starts the over by conceding a single.
He's the top wicket taker for Khandan 11. In fact, he was topping the charts at the end of group stage. Zain Hassan. One of the main players for Khandan 11. That is timed really well. Wide of the field, long off. Has to do some work, gets around it, but cannot stop them for taking a couple of runs.
Khandan has moved to 32 of the 17 that he has faced so far. And Rizwan on 7 of 8. Tried so hard to play that one, but he played it straight to the fielder.
And they need to play smart here. The fielders are sitting on the edge of the circle. Oh, what a shot that was, but straight to the fielder. And that has popped out of his hand as well. That was hit hard. I thought for a moment that's going above the fielder, but it went straight to him. Just mistiming his jump on that occasion. Picks up a boundary, Rizwan. His first one of the match.
Looked like an easy one, but you know, as it moved away from the bat, it gained a lot of momentum there, and I think at some he had contact with it, and there was a slight brush there of the finger. By just looking at the way he's reacting, you really felt that one. Right out of frustration there, that delivery came, and 2 runs added onto the score tally here by Team AZS.
Rizwan is going well at the moment. 13 of 11. There's a catch drop earlier, but he would not mind that at all. Went for a boundary after ricocheting off his hand. Takes the ball across the right-hander. Picks up a single to end over number 10 at the halfway stage. AZ Sports 86 for 4.
Ten overs gone, and we are into the second half of the first innings, and there's going to be a change of voice in the com box. Mohammed Nadim, welcome back.
Thank you, my dear friend Craig. Well, we are having a lot of flavor out here in the com box. My Indian friend Adnan Arif left for a break, and I joined for you. Meanwhile, a switch hit. Talking about flavors, switch hit, reverse sweep, they bring a lot of flavor into this short format of the cricket.
Creativity is the spice of life nowadays, but on that occasion, I wouldn't say that was an intelligent shot to play, considering that they haven't gone past 100. That should have been a catch there, but I think once again, he hit a finger to that one, and things are not looking pretty.
Well, they put up 27 runs partnership. It's still almost another 10 overs remaining in the inning. Reverse sweep or switch hit is definitely on, considering there is a short boundary on the other side. But I think Khandan can take chances if you want to hit towards the leg side. But he hit straight, nearly taken away Kashif. And Kashif has got some special moves, just got away at the right time. Well done, Kashif.
This clearly shows that he is mentally present there on the field. Otherwise, that could have landed badly on him.
Still smiling, and he can smile because he got away with that. A single added to the score. Khandan has played a very good knock, 33 on just 18 balls. Have a look at that. Tossed it up, delivery, head back, and just above the bells. Meanwhile, another boundary will come from the bat of Rizwan at that occasion. These are important runs getting added by these two batters. Half tracker and nicely played. Went across and swept away at the vacant area. No one patrolling in the deep fine leg, wider fine leg area, and an easy boundary conceded.
32-run partnership between Khandan and Rizwan. They get another single, Muhammad Nadeem. It's a boundary, rather. They got another boundary there.
Well, another good shot. Back-to-back boundaries for Rizwan. At that occasion, he opened the face of the bat and always wanted to play in the air, just above the point fielder. And they have grabbed another boundary. So these are handy runs coming up. Another short delivery pulled away, but there is protection in the deep. Janjua will collect and throw, only a single conceded. And that is the end of over number 11. It's 97 for 4. Toward the point, dot ball. Well, sitting next to me, my dear friend Craig, let us know, you're all the way from Zimbabwe, and what Andy Flower does these days. Is he coaching someone in IPL?
Ender Flower and I think Ender brother Grant Flower, they are working with, previously they worked with ILT20 teams. If I'm not mistaken, it was Gulf Giants. They had a good run in the tournament even last year also. They had a great one. So that is a clear testament of the kind of talent that we have in Zimbabwe.
There we go. It is hit in the air. In fact, safe enough, and the ball will race away toward the deep third man boundary. Another boundary added, and Rizwan playing a very good cameo out there. 28 and 19. They have put up 38 between them. This is a very good partnership. They are just picking up those runs which can really create the difference between these two sides.
They've gone past 100 now. All they need to do is to step more on the accelerator, put as many runs on the board as possible. And it all comes down also to how the captain of Khandan 11 is going to respond to this batting that is being displayed here by the two batters in the middle.
Well, a slog coming up from Rizwan. A good dot ball. Well, the key on this wicket is to bowl at the good length area, outside off, especially if you are bowling from Bukhatar end, because margin of error will be very low if you are bowling onto the body, because there is a small boundary toward the leg side. And that's what I was talking about. It is hit and it is out of the park, onto the roads. Maximum for Rizwan. And what a way he has responded to what I was just talking about.
Excellent shot. It's like he He heard every letter of what you said there, Muhammad Nadeem. But all the same, he has gotten himself 6 runs there off that beautiful shot that he played. Went over the roof onto the road. That pushes the score to 108, only 4 wickets lost. At some point, we thought that AZS was losing it, Nadeem.
Yeah, they were 12 for 3 after third over, but how well they have brought themselves back into the game. And once again, Craig, it's partnerships which are playing a very crucial role. So there was a good partnership built up previously between Tandon and Bhutta. They have put up some good amount of runs, and now, since the arrival of Mohammad Rizwan, they have put up 48 between them, and the single will make that 49. Very well made partnership between these two.
It all comes back to understanding your role as a player. If you are getting into the team as a batsman, you really need to act like one. And this is what these two gentlemen here are doing. Tandon on 33 of 18. Both of them have a strike rate of more than 100, which is good. It seems there's a little bit of delay on the field there. Nadeem.
Well, the fielder was changed at the last moment. Another waiver delivery wide given. And that's another issue for Khandan 11. Despite of bowling some decent deliveries, some good overs, in between they have conceded a lot of extras, which have helped AZ Sports in getting those runs. Well, bottom edge, but straight to the fielder there, a short third. And that is the end of over number 12. It's 110 on the board for the loss of 4 wickets. Left-arm spinner has been introduced from Sharjah Cricket Academy, and short delivery, poor delivery, hit me delivery, and Rizwan is not going to hold it back.
Hit me delivery that was responded to by a catch me type of batting there, Nadeem. I think he took off a little bit early on that occasion there. Otherwise, it would have been a beautiful catch. RZ, 4 runs conceded so far, and 2 deliveries ball.
Well, Aziz Shah has conceded 5 in the first 2. Not a good start for him. You got to be a little careful, especially if he is up against Tandon. He is a left-handed batter, and if he is going to ball onto his body, he will be in trouble. Short delivery pulled away all along the ground. 2 is the call, but good fielding in the deep by the fielder restricted the batters only to a single. Well, Craig, Zimbabwe has produced plenty of great cricketers in the past, as we know. Andy Flower, Grant Flower, Campbell, and Heath Stick, we all know. Meanwhile, good hit. Good fielding equally in the deep by the fielder. Only a couple of runs added to the score.
As he comes in with his 5th delivery. Just given enough room to the batsman there to play, but it's unfortunate that it came off the toe of the bat and not much came out of it.
Well, it's a 59 runs partnership between Khandan and Mohammad Rizwan. Rizwan is definitely... Oh, this is hit in the air. Is it long enough? Yes, it is. So Khandan joining the party of the 6 hitters. Over cow corner, and that is the end of over number 13. It was pitched up and he has got very good connection. 125 for 4 after 13 overs. Shot, but he will get runs. Zishan is after it. He's a good fielder. Only couple of runs got added. Mazhar operating from Bukhatir end. This is his first over. Plenty of bowlers have been utilized by Khandan.
Mazhar comes in with his second delivery there. Only a run came off that. So we can safely say that was a good comeback, considering that he almost got hit for a boundary there. Khandan is on 40 of 21 deliveries, with Rizwan, the man who came a little later into the innings, 46 of 28.
Charging down the track, hit away towards the cow corner region. Only a single will get added to the score. Good fielding in the deep by the fielder, covered a lot of ground and also with a very good throw. Rizwan just need a boundary to his 50. A very well played 50 it will be if he can manages to do that. Short delivery, hit straight. Fielder after it, but he has bisected them in a style. Rizwan will raise his bat. A very well made 50 on just 29 balls. Brilliant batting coming up from Rizwan. He came to bat when his team was struggling, and it shows a lot of positive intents, the aggression, and whatever shots he has got under his army, he has utilized them with freedom.
Absolutely. Some beautiful innings there that Rizwan has played. 50 of 29 deliveries. He's really playing the role of the aggressor here, and he's doing it well.
Oh, he is undone. That was off-pace delivery coming up from Mazhar, and Rizwan almost with his shot even before the ball reached to him. Well, he has been bowled out by Mazhar, and look at that. It was a slow delivery, and he wanted to smack it out of the ground, but bowled comprehensively by Mazhar. But what a knock he has played. He has played his part. Scored 50 with the strike rate of 166.7 on just 30 balls, including one massive 6 and 6 boundaries. It's 134 for 5 after 13.5 overs.
Newman in the center, Kuldeep with a delivery to face. What a brilliant way to get off the mark. So that delivery brings us to the end of over number 14 with the score on 135 for the loss of 5. Nadim, I was just thinking that, considering that the boundary is much shorter for a left-hander, don't you think it would have been a wiser decision to bring in a left-handed batsman?
Yeah, indeed. It can be a wise decision, but sometimes also they think might be left-hand, right-hand combination work better. And look at that. It was really a great opportunity for Khandan. He just missed out. Being a left-handed onto his body, a half-tracker, could have put away anywhere, but he just missed it. Zain Hassan gave away 16 in his first 2.21 overs, while another short delivery. Tandem seems like a touchy player rather than a big hitter of the ball. He has played a good knock, 41 and in fact 43 and 24, but now he has to lift his run rate up.
Tandon is that kind of a player that you wouldn't want to be with in the middle there, especially if you know that you've got lazy legs, because he's that kind of a guy who loves taking most of his runs, coming from singles. But so far, he has done well, 43 of 25, with an excellent run rate of 9.6, Nadim.
Well, he is trying. Last ball, he tried to hit out of the park. Just an rage. Oh, this time he has got better connection. Forget about that. It will sail over the roof. New ball, please.
That was excellently handled by Tandon. And to just think that a couple of moments ago we were talking about him being that kind of a batsman who loves running in between the wickets. But that was an excellent hit there by Ansh Tandon, propelling him to 49 of the 26 deliveries. I would love to see how he's going to score his half-time, Nadim.
Well, both Tandon as well as Rizwan earlier played a very important knock. AZ Sports were struggling in this tournament, but these two youngsters have played a very good knock, and how well they have responded when they were given the opportunity, and that remains very important. You have to deliver on the field when you are given an opportunity. That's where you can prove yourself, your worth, and how well Rizwan responded, how well Tandon is playing over there. They have really brought AZ Sports on top of this game, I should say, at this situation, because AZ Sports do have got very good bowling lineup. Anjum, their captain, he is a very experienced bowler. He can bowl those medium pace, he can bowl those off spin, and also they have got good youngsters representing them. Sherry Malik, he is very quick. Adil Yameen and even Sagir Afridi can roll his arm. Zain Ghayas, Muzammal Kamran Ali, they all can bowl. Oh, decent delivery, but a wicket keeper just fumbled it. allow the batter to take an easy single in the form of byes.
That was more of a slower delivery that completely deceived the batsman, and it went past him without even him realizing. Kuldeep on 2, and Khandan 49 rather of 27 deliveries, with a partnership of about 11 runs.
As softly played toward the third man for a single, giving back the strike. In fact, will keep the strike. Kuldeep 146 for 5 after 15. (146 for 5 after 15. The first ball played away towards the mid-on for a single. And there's a change in the voice to take you for the next passage of play alongside me. Joining me, my dear friend Adnan Arif. Welcome, Adnan.
Thank you so much, Nadeem. And what a comeback this has been from AZ Sports. 13 for 3. They were at one stage. And then a good partnership between Bhuta and Anstanden. Then Anstanden carrying on from there. Put up another good partnership with Rizwan. Got them to a very good total already. And now he's doing the good work. Look at that. Goes over covered this time. And that will be another boundary. And that boundary will bring up the 50 for him. Look at that. Just 28 deliveries for his 50.
Well, he raises his bat in a very gentle style, gentle celebration, but he has played a magnificent knock here. Khandan. He came to bat when AZ Sports were struggling, but what a beautiful knock. Meanwhile, that has been a consistent problem by the bowlers of Khandan 11. Another wide given.
Well, he's adjusted to the game very well. He played alongside Bhuta, and then he allowed Rizwan to come and take the driver's seat, go big, played around him, but maintained a healthy run rate then and there, and now it's time for him to go big. He's got the license to do so. It's the last 5 overs of the match here, in fact, of the innings, and he's got 54 on board for himself already of 29 deliveries.
A very good knock. Kuldeep has faced 3 balls, playing on 4. Need to take charge as well. Comes down the track. He got the ball in his zone. It was a half tracker. Didn't time it well. Will just take a single.
Yeah, unable to free up his arms. They're cramped for room. And this umpire just asking him to stay away from that danger zone. So he's playing a good knock as well, bringing the main batter back on strike, giving him maximum deliveries to play. And look at that. That might run away as well. No, good work in the field. Will be easy couple of runs. So far, so good from Anstanden. He's almost batting at a strike rate of 200. And he's been there since the power play.
Well, he has been very crucial. Being a left-hander batter, always created a lot of problems for the captain and the fielders of Khandan 11, and also for the bowlers. This is hit in the air. Dylan! It just sails over his head for a maximum.
Well, what a shot. Once again, a shimmy down the wicket, taking it on the full and getting enough bat onto that one to clear the big boundary on the leg side. A maximum to end over number 16, AZ Sports 162 for 5.
Omar Abbas back to bowl his last over and started with a slow one. Good, decent delivery.
Yeah, good. Smart single taken there to bring Anstandon back on strike. He's got a short boundary on the leg side. He'll be targeting that. And Omar Abbas, though he's picked up a wicket, but went for plenty in his 3 overs. Bowled a very good first over as well of the match. Gave away just 2 and then 27 runs conceded in the next 2.
Well, he's up against Khandan. Well, poor delivery and it hit the helmet over there behind the wicket keeper. It's wide given and look at the signal from umpire. 5.
5 penalties plus 1 wide. That is going to be 6 runs added to the total. Just waiting for the confirmation.
Well, it missed everybody there. It co-breed the wicket keeper. 29 extras out of 169. We are only into the 17th over. Khandan 11. They really need to look into that.
Yeah, good follow-up delivery there. Certainly, I still remember when there was 17 on board, 15 extras were conceded in the first 3 overs itself, and now it's totaled up to 30. That will certainly be one of the factors going down at the end of the match.
Let's head back toward the long on region. It will be another single. Well, Khandan 11 as of now going with the motions. For all those viewers who have just joined us, this is played quarterfinal 2. The winners will definitely take their place into the semis. Driven toward the offside. There is a fielder there in the deep and it will be another single.
They're going along nicely. Partnership of 32 already, in fact 33 between these two. And Khandan doing majority of the scoring here. And they're all set looking for that 200 run mark. Probably will get even more. Oh, look at that. Another drop catch and another boundary conceded. They've been sloppy in the field, Khandan 11. And you can't be dropping catches of these players. Kuldeep, he can go really hard at you.
Well, an opportunity got begging by the fielder over there. And once that fielder is missed, there will be no stopping there. It's a quick outfield and it's a short boundary toward the offside. And Omar Abbas need to run to deliver that delivery. Batter was not ready.
Well, 14 off this over as well. So they're going along nicely at 10.4 and over. That means 210 is on the cards.
Slower one, nicely bowled. And they will settle for a single. 17 overs done and dusted, 177 for 5. Who gave away 27, picked up a wicket. Left arm spinner. Will be very interesting.
Kuldeep will be looking to go big through the leg side. That's what he does. The first delivery played away from the fielder. Just a single on that occasion. It was a short delivery. Meant to be put away. Just missing on that occasion, Kuldeep.
Now then, it's Tandon on strike. He has a long boundary to clear toward the leg side. He has done it before. Already hit a 6 over deep square leg. Goes for it. Seems like a good connection, strong connection. Gets 6.
Well, he's bowling under the bat, not really the line and length to be bowling, especially to the man in form. Moves on to 70 of just 34 deliveries, going at more than 200 strike rate. And look at that, a juicy half volley, got into position so early, and he's timed that beautifully to clear the long boundary once again.
Well, these Easy Sports, another hit. And this will be back-to-back sixes. Can you believe it? This is some special stuff coming up from Tandon.
Well, the last one was over the leg side, this one over the offside. So he's showing the range of shots that he has in his armory. Goes over cover and for a maximum. So back-to-back maximums here for Tandon. Moves on to 76 of just 35.
Wow, he has got chance to hit 100 as well. Meanwhile, good delivery. A dot ball, a rare dot ball. Precious dot ball coming up.
Yeah, that's the sort of length Mazhar should be bowling here. Not give anything under the bat. Look at that. Almost got underneath that. Just a single on that occasion. A big over so far. 14 of it already. Just one more delivery to go.
Well, Tandon not happy with himself. He thinks he has missed another opportunity. Wanted to play an inside out, targeting the short boundary, but it was an inner edge. Another very good over coming up for the batting side. Still 2 balls left in this, and it's Kuldeep. Comes down the track, and he has been stumped. Slowness of the ball deceived the batter.
Took the pace off that one. Look at that. Just dropping it a little short. Ball not bouncing much. Goes under the bat, and Kuldeep Yadav has got to depart after scoring 12 for his team. 191 for 5.
By Easy Sports, they have put up 191 on the board after losing 6 in 18. It will be Fahidi Janjua to Tandon. Well, hit toward the leg side. 2 is a call. And they will just settle for a single. Bid. Chance for a run out. In fact, very poor throw. Very poor throw by the fielder there. Allow the batter to take easy 2.
Well, it had no gas in it, that throw. That could have easily been a run out. An opportunity gone begging. Ansh Tandon realizes that it's a short boundary through the leg side, wants to retain strike as much as possible. Goes over cover this time, and he's made a pretty good, decent connection on that one. One bounce and over the boundary. What a shot once again.
A top shot coming up from Tandon. He is in a tremendous form. Look at that. It was a low full toss, outside off, and he played on the merit toward the deep extra cover region. One bounce over the rope. Moves on to 83. He just needs 17 to reach out to his own 100, and he has got 10 legal balls remaining.
Very good batting. As a batter, you feel you've got to hit towards the leg side, and adjusting very well on that occasion. Goes over and wide of that long off field. Umpire is just checking if it has gone over the boundary. He'll refer it to the third umpire, but once again a decent connection from him.
Oh, once again, beautiful shot. Look at that. Just short of the boundary there. He'll get another 4. Moves on to 87. Well, what a knock coming up by Tandon. He was little slow in the early part of his inning, but then picked up the momentum, and look at that, 87 on just 40 balls.
Yeah, though he played a second fiddle in both the partnerships for 4th and 5th wicket, but he's kept scoring at a pretty decent run rate, and now he's up with that strike rate. Look at that, toying around with the bowler, and a fumble will allow them to come back for the second.
Well, not very good fielding coming up by the fielders. 200 up for AZ Sports. It's 203 for 6 after 18.4. Tandon moves on to 89 and 41. Still 2 legal balls remaining in this over.
Well, a good opportunity for him to get over that 100 mark. Ah, what a shot this is. Right off the middle of the bat, sailing over the cover boundary, and it is well past it. What a shot once again. Moves on to 95 with that brilliant shot.
Look at that, beautiful. Look at that shot. Shot of the match for me. Remember that it is a long boundary toward that cover region, and he has cleared it with almost 10 to 15 meters beyond the boundary rope. Moves on to 95, just a 6 away. Goes for it, and the fielder missed it. Will get couple of runs. Moves to 97. What a knock. And that will be the end of over number 19. It's 211 for 6. Tandon playing on 97. And it's Sherry Mullen onto the strike for the first time in this game. And we got to see the signal from umpires, wide given, but they have run across Tandon. That is the news here. He is playing on 97 on just 43 balls, and he is on strike.
Yeah, that's the right thing, to come back on strike of the very first delivery. I thought they should have just taken a single of the last delivery, but here the wide and a misfield there from the keeper, allowing this kite up in the air. Fielder getting underneath it, has to do a lot of work, unable to reach there in time. Will pick up couple of runs and move to 99.
Well, there is no doubt, not taking any credit away from Tandon. He has played a blinder here, but the fielding have been very ordinary by Khandan 11. But it's Tandon playing on 99. Just need a single to reach his 100.
A short and wide and over point. That will be the 100 he was looking for. And straight away he takes the helmet off. Very well appreciated by the dugout. And look at that. Shows the bat to the back of his t-shirt. Take a note of that name, Ansh Tandon.
Ansh Tandon with a brilliant 100 for AZ Sports. He came to bat when they were struggling, 13 for 3, but he has taken up the responsibility, and look at that. Hits his 100 and celebrates much like the great Virat Kohli, showing his name on the back of the shirt. Goes for another shot, and Very wet fielded over there by the fielder. And I think he has hurt Sherry Malik with that attempted direct hit. Well, Sherry Malik just struggling a bit, but what a knock by Khandan. 220 on the board after losing 6 wickets. Still they have got 3 legal balls remaining.
And look at that. Oh, not where you want to be hit. It will keep reminding you throughout the match.
Zain to Sherry. Oh, he hits it. It's a scare. Sherry can hit those sixes. And he off the mark with a gigantic 6.
Oh, what a shot to get off the mark at the most crucial time. Look at that last over in progress. And he's freed up his arms, gets the middle of the bat and clears the long on by a distance.
Oh, he goes for it. And he has cleared it. Back-to-back sixes for Sherry Malik. This kid can bat. He came into play for AZ Sports with a huge reputation and he is showing his skills. Back-to-back sixes for Sherry Malik.
What a shot once again. Not easy to get under that. And how well has he timed that one as well. Further away from the previous one. Second maximum.
Oh, well. 2 sixes. Make it 3. What incredible hitting. Brutal hitting. Sherry Malik has just announced himself here in iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium. A hat-trick of sixes on the last 3 balls of the inning of AZ Sports.
A hit-me delivery. And he's hit him out of the park towards the longest part of the ground and onto the roof of Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Look at that. Gave it everything. And they finished up the innings on 238 for 6. What a display of batting from AZ Sports.
Well, look at the betting card. Anjum, Afridi, they all departed early on 1 run each. Abdurrahim, victim of a very good delivery first up, but it is Khandan right over there. Remain not out on 104 and just 46 balls. And very good contribution coming up in between by Bhutta with 20. Rizwan played a very important knock of 50. Kuldeep 13, but look at that. Toward the bottom, Sherry Malik faced 3 balls and hit 3 sixes. 31 extras, that is very poor coming up from the bowlers of Khandan 11.
Yeah, that would also be the fastest 100 of the tournament from Ansh Tandon. Well, let's quickly look at the bowling summary. Umar Abbas started off well, but gave away too many in the end. Picked up 1 wicket though. Janjua with a couple of wickets in his quota of 4 overs as well. Muzaffar with a wicket. Zain Hassan going for plenty in the last over. Dillon going for 13. And Azi 15 of their solitary overs. Mazhar very expensive. 41 for him, though he picked up 2 wickets. Right then, 238 is what AZ Sports have managed. 239 is what is required from 20 overs by Khandan 11. We'll take a short innings break here and we'll come back with the chase.
Sharjah Cricket Stadium, a stadium that has hosted over 249 one-day international matches. In this match today, we have two teams that are battling it out for honors here. We have AZ Sports and Khandan 11. It will be great to see how Khandan 11 is going to chase this mammoth task of around 238 runs that was scored after losing 6 wickets in a very short space of 20 overs, with Khandan being the best batsman, yet scoring 103 runs, and Rizwan also managing to score around 50 runs. It's really going to be an exciting encounter here. That is a mammoth task. That was, it's going to be a mammoth, rather it's going to be not easy for Team Khandan 11. There, the game is about to start now. You can start the game, so said the umpire. There comes the bowler there with the fast delivery of the second innings, talking from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. And he opens his bowling with a wide, something which is not going to make a very big impact, considering that they posted a beautiful score of 238 in the first innings as they were batting. Is indeed going to be an interesting match if they manage to not lose wickets like what we saw in the first innings. That was the first legal delivery of this encounter, with the bowler coming from Sharjah Cricket Academy. And to help me enjoy this encounter here between these two teams is my co-commentator from India, Adnan. Welcome.
Thank you, Craig. Tariq Owaisi, the opener for Khandan 11. They've got a big job in hand. Required run rate is close to 12, 11.9 to be precise. 239 is what they are chasing in this important quarterfinal. And they can't afford to take their foot off the gas here. They need to score a couple of boundaries. They need to have a very good power play. A favored delivery to start off with will be called a wide. So first runs on board as extras. Not the right sort of line to be starting with. He's getting some movement in the air. Oh, off the middle of the bat. It made a great sound. As soon as he connected that and the first boundary on board, Tariq gets off the mark and in style with that boundary. Look at that. It was not a bad delivery. Just great execution from the batter on that occasion. Tariq Owaisi. What a shot that was.
They've started off decently. The most important thing is making sure that they don't lose wickets, because they are chasing a huge score of around 238. They need to play with level heads. There comes a good delivery there from the bowler. Unfortunately, the face was rather closed on that occasion, and nothing came out of that effort, Adnan.
You're looking to hit hard. The ball just moving away. Gets only the toe end of the bat. And good to see a slip in place there. They've got a deep mid wicket and a deep third in place. And Oasis found his first boundary of the previous delivery. Couple of wides as well in that over and a leg by.
Let's go with the fourth delivery. Nicely played there for a boundary, Adnan.
Oh, what a shot that is on the up. And how well has he struck it. Clears the infield and almost got it away for a maximum. Look at that, a flat batted shot. Oh, look at that. One bounce and into those fence. I'm sure umpire will have a look at the ball there.
Good start from this betting pair of Abdullah and Tariq. But the most important thing is making sure that they catch up with that required run rate and maintain it up until that should be the first wicket falling there, Adnan.
A low full toss shaping away, could only manage to find the toe end of the bat and straight to the fielder at mid-off. Oasis with a very good start ends up with going for too many in that over. A simple take there for Rizwan, and he's not going to be dropping those. The first wicket of Khandan, 11, goes down on 11, and Tariq Oasis has got to depart after making 8. It's going to be Gurvinder Dhillon, the new batter for Khandan 11 at number 3. And Kamran getting that movement away from the right hand, doing the trick on that occasion. A low full toss was there to be hit, but with the ball just moving away, could only find the toe end of the bat, Tariq, on that occasion. Kamran picking up his first wicket of the match. Bowls it Fuller. And Dhillon up to the task. Picks up a single. Gets off the mark of the very first delivery he faces. First over done. 12 for 1. Right then it's going to be the left arm pacer, Sherry Malik, sharing the new ball. We already saw him with the bat, scoring 3 maximums of the 3 deliveries that he faced in the first innings. A wayward delivery on that occasion, and a fumble from the keeper will allow them to take an additional run. So 2 runs conceded off the very first delivery that he bowls. Not a legal one, so he's got to re-bowl that. And straight away, umpire just asking him to stay away from the danger area. And officially warning the captain as well. Well, the first 3 overs for AZ Sports, they were at 17 for 3 wickets. And how well they've come into the game. In fact, the last 5 overs of the first innings, they managed 92 runs of the last 5, taking them to a huge total of 238. Oh, what a delivery. What a delivery. I'd like to see a slip in place here. Hitting the deck hard and some movement away from the left-hander as well after pitching. So there's some movement in the air and off the deck as well for Malik. He's bowling with some pace here. Oh, this one came back in. He's got quite a few tricks up his sleeve, Sherry Malik. Certainly a tall bowler. And Khandan 11, 15 for 1 at the moment. It would not be easy, especially with the likes of Sherry Malik, the way he's bowled these first 3 deliveries. The first one going for a wide though, but there was some steam in it as well. Well, he's just adjusting that field in the deep on the leg side. He was stationed at the deep mid-wicket region. Now he's asking him to go square towards that square leg region. A dug-in shot. Oh, just managed to clear the infield there. And look at that, pierce the gap, in fact, all along the carpet. Will pick up a couple of runs. Dillon, on that occasion, he was rushed on with the pace of Sherry Malik. He's certainly hitting the deck hard there. Seems to be a good bowler, Craig. Sherry Malik using his shoulder to his advantage.
He has done well so far. He has done well so far. The batting team has done well in terms of chasing down that required rate of 11. No, the required rate is 12 and they are on 11. That ball was skied up. That should have landed into the fielder's hands, but it wasn't so. These are the opportunities that they need to quickly, make sure that they take these to their advantage, Adnan.
Once again, doing the right thing. Sherry Malik creating that opportunity. The fielder not really up to the task, could have easily taken that. Dillon looking to swipe it across the line. Could only manage top edge. Lucky for him that just evade the fielder on that occasion. And then the warning for running towards that, running in the danger area by the bowler. He's got to be very watchful. He's doing everything right except that. Goes Fuller, clipped off the pads. Away from the deep square leg fielder. But not that great running. It'll just be a single.
Great piece of bowling from Malik. He has done well so far. He's pitching it in the right areas, even though the batsman is making contact, but still not much is coming out of their effort. The score now is around 19. They have lost 1 wicket, with Malik conceding around 7 overs in the 5 balls that he has bowled.
Yeah, as I said, he's done everything right except running in the danger area. He's got to be very careful because he won't be allowed to bowl any further if he goes on doing that.
Absolutely. The last delivery of the over.
What a ripper. That came back into the right-hander, cramped him for room, and with that kind of a pace, it has beaten the keeper as well. Just a single on that occasion as buys. It could have easily gone on towards that boundary. But a very impressive first over from Malik. 2 overs done, 20 for 1.
downside, and that has given the team that went over the rope, and that pushes the score to 24. Gurvinder played it well there on that occasion, Adnan.
Yeah, got enough to clear the infield. And no fielder protecting the boundary. That means a boundary was up for the taking. So Dillon moves on to 8 with that boundary. Score moves on to 24. They've got to find boundaries here. They need to have a big power play, probably close to 60, 70. Once again, looking to hoik it over mid-on. Very well followed there by the bowler.
"24 runs on the board. Kamran conceding 15 there of the 8 deliveries that he has bowled so far. Not much has come from the 2 men in the middle, with Assad on 2 of the 4 that he has faced. Dillon 8 of 6. But someone needs to remind them that they are chasing 239 runs here, Adnan.
Oh, what a delivery to clean up the left-hander. Bowled it fuller and end the block hole. With that kind of a pace, it was very difficult for Asad to get his bat down in time. Rattles the stump.
There was a little bit of movement into the batsman there, and judgment was a bit poor from the batting perspective, and that has led to the dismissal of Abdullah Assad with a strike rate of 40 after only scoring 2 runs off the 5 deliveries that came his way.
Right then it's going to be Zishan Khan, the new batter. Very well built. He's got to translate those muscles into runs. 25 for 2 at the moment, looking in trouble.
Yeah, indeed in trouble. I think the sheep is sipping on a couple of cups there of water, and that should have been a run there.
And an opportunity gone begging once again. A very good fielding effort. And a shy at the stumps. That would have certainly been a wicket. Dillon had to make a long way back. Was not even in the frame when the ball went past the stumps.
Indeed, that would have been a direct hit there. But there comes Kamran. The beautiful delivery, nicely handled by the batsman, but going straight to the fielder there. And you can see the level of confidence on the fielders. They know they've got this. And Khandan 11 need to really do much in terms of putting runs on the board. They are chasing a mammoth 239. This is one of the highest scores that we have recorded here in this tournament, Adnan.
Yeah, absolutely. 92 runs of the last 5 overs. They were 17 for 3 after 3 overs. Oh, attempted Yorker. Once again, going for that quick single. In fact, a misfield will probably go towards the boundary. And yes, it does. Very well timed there. The first 2 deliveries that he played, he looked really good. Couldn't get the gap, but on that occasion, he was up to it. Look at that. Let's just go under the hand. And a boundary conceded. Much important one here for Team Khandan 11. And Zishan gets off the mark in style with that boundary. End of over number 3. 29 for 2.
29 runs on the board there. 2 wickets lost. Dylan, 8 of 6 deliveries. He didn't have to move back on that occasion. There's some poor fielding there by team ASZ.
It seems the fielder is running on an ice there. Did the hard part, got around it. There was an opportunity of a run out, but then just slipped just before he collected that ball and allowed them to come for an easy single. Dylan picks up a single of the very first delivery. And Sherry Malik, he's been running onto that danger area for quite some time now. We've already seen umpire being there in the danger zone, just checking the foot marks probably 4 times in the last over. So he's got to be very careful because any further approach in that area will certainly get him off.
Absolutely. Even for the youngsters that are watching out there, these are the things that they need to learn right from a tender age. I think the same thing has happened here. He keeps running in the danger area. I think the umpire is just cautioning him there. This could result to him being taken off.
Now look at that. Once again, warning given. Umpire not really happy with that. He's got to just move away after bowling. Can't be going in the danger zone with his follow through. And this is what you teach at your cricket academies to the bowlers especially. You need to move away from the danger zone as soon as possible.
Absolutely. Let's see how he's going to do with this one. I think there was a repeat of the same offense there.
No, it was 1 for the over. This time umpire just walking down to signal
make
1
sure,
for the over. But he's been bowling brilliantly. You saw that he bowls with some steam, certainly creating that extra bit of effort out there in the center. But again, it's about running into the danger area.
Absolutely. Let's see how these guys are going to handle him now. 3.5 overs bowled so far. Still about 4 runs shy from the required rate. There is a chance for a run out there. Are they taking it up, or it's going to be a straight denial from the umpire? Ooh, let's watch that hand signal there, Adnan, from the umpire. It looked like he gave a no ball.
Well, let's start with the delivery first. Played uppishly, and look at that front foot no ball. It will be associated with a free hit as well. Well, there was a big mix-up in the middle between the batter. A wrong end to choose in the end by the fielder. Had he gone for the non-strikers, then that would have been curtains for Zishan. But lucky the throw was on to Dylan's end. But direct hit over there as well would have been interesting. Nevertheless, it was a no ball and a free hit for Dillon.
Now they need to take full advantage of this free hit delivery that's going to come their way. They should try as much as they can to get at least maximum runs of this delivery from Malik, who has conceded 10 so far. He gave it a little bit wider, didn't give him enough room to play that delivery, only managing a single of that delivery.
Yeah, well, the way he's backing away with that left leg, he's planting it away towards the onside. Wants to favor the leg side, but smartly bowled by Malik, taking it away from the hitting arc. They've just got to play the ball on merit. We've seen Ansh Tandon doing that in the first innings, and how well he went on to make that 100 runs for his team, the fastest 100 of the tournament. Drifting on the pads, not allowing him to free up his arms, and very watchfully played there. A shy at the stumps, needless.
Five deliveries bowled in this over. Dylan on 10 of 8. Zishan on 6 of 7. If you are just joining us, this is the Royal Phoenix Clinic, 35th Sharjah Ramadan League, being played here at the iconic Sharjah International Cricket Stadium that has hosted 249 ODIs. There comes Zishan with that's going to be given as a no ball there from the umpire Munir. He has done well for himself. It won't shock us to see him taking an international debut soon.
Well, he had already bowled that one for the over early on, and here bowling another bouncer, costing him another no ball. Bowls it fuller and wider. No chance for Dillon to get any part of his bat. A good over despite going for 2 no balls. He's just given away 6 runs in that. 4 overs done, 35 for 2.
And Dillon, whose strike rate is 10 of 10. Khandan 11 are chasing down 239, which means that in the first innings we had ASZ scoring a huge 238 runs, which is one of the top scores that we have seen here. New bowler coming, Yamin from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Beautifully bowled there. Dot ball.
Well, that was an opportunity put down. Yamin creating that opportunity of the very first delivery. Should have been taken. Look at that once again. It was a pretty simple take there. In and out for the fielder. Looks like it's a good time for Craig to go for a walk. Bowled it fuller and very well played there. Gets enough on it to clear the infield and will probably run away towards the boundary, towards the shorter side of the ground.
It is indeed disappointing for a bowler, especially after setting up a wicket like what happened in the previous delivery, and it got grasped on that occasion. But the reply from the batsman now was like, I'm like a kid, I have more than one lives, I will thumb it up until your fielders start catching.
Good follow-up delivery after conceding a boundary. Zishan Khan not really moving his feet much, but it's the hand-eye coordination that is doing the trick for him. So far, 11 of 10, Dillon 10 of 10, but they need to have a move on here. The run rate has slightly moved above the initial required run rate. In fact, it is close to 13 now. It was 12 initially.
Their partnership has scored around 15 runs. to push the score to a point where they'll go past 239, 238. Right, that is a noble delivery there from the umpire, Adnan.
Your third one of the innings. And look at that. That was very close. They say the line belongs to the umpire. That was really close. That was touch and go. But nevertheless, a no ball, which is associated with a free hit. And they can't change the field here. The batsman remains the same. They've gotten away with a couple of no balls already. Can they get away with this one?
The answer will come from Yamin. Beautifully punched by the batsman there. It has gone over the fielders for a boundary. They're making use of the free hit that came his way there. Let's take a close look at that. I think that was in the slot. Even though it was slightly wider, any batsman would have struck that for a forward man.
Yeah, third time lucky for Khandan 11. Missing out on 2 occasions. This time timing it really well, Dillon, on that occasion. Not really there to be hit because it was fuller, but he's made the most of it. Clears the infield and picks up a boundary. Despite creating a chance of the very first delivery, Yamin has gone for 10 in this over so far.
That is pretty expensive. Even though they managed to put a huge score on the board, still they need to do better in terms of their bowling.
Now this is skied up in the air. Fielder trying to get underneath it. Can't reach there in time. That'll just be a single. Well, so far so good from AZ Sports. Look at that. That could have easily gone into the hands of the fielder with a short boundary. And I think it fell right in the middle of everyone there. Plenty of fielders on the offside, but could not find a single one.
I think what the batsmen need to do right now is to play it more on the ground. It's fully barricaded, so all he needs to do is just to pick up a gap, play it into the gap, and he shall be handsomely rewarded. Nicely played there, picked up a gap, though he didn't cross the boundary, but this is how he needs to play. Right, and that single run they added onto the tally brings us to the end of over number 5 with Khandan 11 on 47 for 2.
It's going to be Anjum with a big no ball on that occasion. Not too sure if the dew has settled in. Free hit as well. And Zishan will have the license to go big. Look at that. A big no ball. Missed out on a big opportunity there. Zishan Khan looking to really hit it very hard. Too late on that one. Goes down the wicket and gets a pretty decent connection to clear the mid-off fielder well wide of it, and will pick up a boundary. Just 5 runs conceded off the very first delivery he bowls.
Not a good start for Anjum. That ball wasn't properly connected, but still those 4 runs are very welcome in terms of pushing the score. Another one played off the back foot. Stays within the circle. It went straight to Khandan, the man who obliterated the bowling attack of Khandan 11.
Well, off spinner bowling towards the short end on the onside. Everything there for the batter to make it big. And there you go. Has it gone the distance? Umpires will just confirm it with the third umpire. But definitely all the ingredients in that over to make it big.
Let's quickly take a look at that. That is it just bounced just short of the boundary rope there. That has pushed the score to around 56 now.
Well, the eagle eyes, Mohammad Nadeem, who's off air at the moment, he spotted that before the replays itself.
It's good to have people that have got this kind of eyesight. 239 runs is what Khandan 11 need to score to get maximum points here.
Oh, that's another maximum. Look at that. Easy pickings under the bat. And all he had to do is clear the short boundary on the leg side. He's done that comfortably.
It's good to see that the run rate is picking up now. The required rate is 12. They are playing close to it, around 10 now. If they can get another boundary here, that should help them go over that. And they need now to cruise more in that in that range there.
Oh, off the middle of the bat and creams the infield. What a shot once again from Zishan Khan. Doesn't believe in moving the feet too much, but hand-eye coordination up to the mark. Picks up another boundary.
Brilliant shot there from the batsman. This is what we need to see. We want to see how far they are going to go in terms of chasing this score. So far, if you look at the fielders there, you can see that the morale is slowly going down. And once the batsmen manage to do that, they get on top of the situation, we'll see a lot of boundaries flying around.
Well, 19 off this over so far. One more delivery to go. Under the bat, this is strong down the ground, and I think he'll find a boundary here. A big over for Khandan 11. Right what they needed. 6 overs done, 70 for 2. Well, the power play done, 70 for 2. And we saw the captain. Not really the right ploy to be going off spinner with a short boundary in the leg side to the right hander. And they've made the maximum use of it. 23 in that over certainly provided them the momentum they were looking for.
That was super expensive, but let's look at how Yamin is going to bowl here. It has been skied. He's going for it. Is he going to catch it? Yes, he has dropped it.
Now look at that, couple of juggling efforts. But in the end, grasses it. There was an opportunity there to pick up another wicket. And I think the right player to go for it was the keeper. But it's just that the bowler was too animated and excited to go for it and take it himself. And he has no one else to blame than himself.
No one to blame indeed. Right. 71 for the loss of 2. 6.1 overs gone. 46 runs there on the board from this partnership, from this betting pair of Dillon and Zishan. Beautiful delivery there from Yamin Adnan.
He's bowled decently. It's just that the players were unable to hold on to that opportunity that he created in the first over. Then again, he himself dropped one. And in the middle, he's conceded a no ball, went for a boundary. Other than that, he's bowled pretty decently. Once again, umpire just having a look in the danger area. And this is what happens when you play a lot of cement pitch cricket. There are no danger areas involved in there, and you tend to go on to that one, and that creates a habit. And it does get really difficult when you come on to the turf wickets. Umpires are really very watchful in such instances. They keep on warning you and then award those penalty runs.
I completely agree with you on that piece of information that you have just shared with us here. Right, Yamin, bowling well, but turning out to be expensive, as you rightly said in the last couple of moments, that he has created opportunities, but they have failed to convert the opportunities that he's creating. One, he dropped it himself, and the first one, it was an easy catch that we all thought was going to be, a straight dismissal. But nevertheless, 34 of 20 deliveries from Zishan, the man on strike right now. He was given more than enough space there to play the ball, and he picked up a gap. Good running between the wickets there from the two batters, pushing the score to 73.
Well, so far, so good from Yamin in this particular over. Very good delivery. Following the batter, looking to make room. And watchfully played in the end by Zishan. Picks up a single. He's looked really good, especially after scoring those 23 runs off the last over of the power play. He was going at run and ball for his first 10 runs and then picked up that pace which was required. So they're going along at 11 and over here, but the run rate is still at 12 and a half.
They need to do more. If they are to get the maximum points in this encounter, they really need to work extra hard and try and put more runs on the board. They shouldn't rely much on trying to score boundaries, but try as much as they can to get singles also. That should help them a lot.
Oh, this is another Skyer. Fielder getting underneath it, and he'll hold on to that one. It was AB on that occasion who takes that catch. So finally, a wicket here for Yamin. Third time lucky. Look at that. Just away from the hitting arc of Dillon. That's what they've done throughout the night. And very good catch in the end from Abdur Rahman. Well, Gurvinder Dillon goes out after scoring 16 of 15 deliveries. Third wicket down on 74. Well, it's going to be Anjum to continue from the Sharjah Bukhatir end. Look at that. Went for 23 in his first over. Will certainly be looking to make a comeback. But again, exposing himself to the shorter boundary on the leg side. Is it the right ploy, Nadeem?
Well, it doesn't look like, considering the amount of runs given in the first over. An off spinner operating from this end. You are taking plenty of risk, as it's a small boundary, and the confidence level of the batter, especially the right-hander batter, gets boosted up when he sees an off spinner. If you can bowl from the academy end, you can take wickets as well as you can be very handy.
Very watchfully played by Hasham there. Picks up a single, gets off the mark. Well, for me, as an off spinner, when you're bowling towards the shorter end, you've got to like pitch it a little shorter and towards that wide line. Can't be chancing with the short boundary on the leg side. Look at that. That is a better delivery to be bowling outside that off stump. Ansh Tandon, usually a very safe fielder, drops that catch. That was hit with some power from Zishan, but he's a very good fielder to be dropping those.
Well, that was traveling. That was hit right from the middle of the bat, and Tandon, we can say that it was a chance caught begging. Meanwhile, poor delivery, and it will race away. Cross the boundary, 5 wides.
Yeah, that was darted in and pace behind that delivery, but misdirected. No chance for the keeper to get any part of his gloves onto that one. Look at that, starting from the wrong line, and then no chance for the wicketkeeper there. Goes for a boundary.
Adnan, did you ever keep in your life as a cricketer?
Yeah, I was a wicketkeeper batsman.
So what kind of combination or the agreement or kind of settlement between a bowler and a keeper? Do they tell you before pitching up one quicker delivery?
Well, it depends if I'm not reading it. Oh, look at that. Very well bowled. Good comeback by Anjum. He did create an opportunity earlier, which was grasped by Ansh Tandon. This is very good line. We'll come back and speak about that keeping tactics after the end of this over and the new one. A low full toss, and this time almost carrying to Ansh Tandon. Very good effort there though. Not too sure if it reached him on the full, but a good effort in the field. 8 overs done, 82 for 3. A wayward delivery to start off with. The new bowler, Ijaz, on that occasion. Oh, punched off the back foot and wide off the long off fielder. What a shot that is from Zishan. We've seen him timing the ball well, and on that occasion he had enough time to pick up the gap. Picks up a boundary.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Zishan Khan is a very dangerous cricketer. He is not at his best. Nowhere near he is at its best. But the more he will stay into the middle, he will look like Zishan, which I know him. And in front of me, he has played some blinder of knocks. He has hit hundreds. And he used to hit them like in 30 to 40 balls maximum. He's a big hitter of the cricket ball. Very dangerous against the spinners.
Well, I'll take your words. Bowled it flatter and watchfully played there. Will pick up a single. And you're absolutely right. You need that kind of an effort when you're chasing down 239. Such a big score. So far, they are doing pretty decently, Khandan 11. But they've got to up the ante, especially in the second half.
Good end for Ejaz, being an off spinner. But not the good line at that occasion. Width offer and nicely played inside out by Hasham. You always wanted to play over the fielder at extra cover and an easy boundary, easy picking for the batter.
Well, that should impress a lot of the top order batters. What a good shot. Though it was full and wide, it had to be put away, but he's done that with perfection. One bounce and into the cover boundary. So his first boundary of the match as well.
Well, a perfect example of if you want to play an inside-out shot, reach to the length of the delivery, forward slide, and then that bottom hand coming into play. Beautiful shot.
Once again going full, this time towards that mid-wicket region, but there's plenty of real estate there to clear. Just a single on that occasion. So Ejaz, who initially started with the leg spinners, have now moved on to bowling his off spinners.
Wide given. Well left by Zishan. Well, as an off spinner from that end can be very handy, but you need to bring the ball back. Start from outside off, but bring it to the middle. Let the batter play a lofted shot toward the leg side, which is a big boundary. And it has to be timed and hit with some power to clear that boundary line. Otherwise, those fielders might come into play. Ejaz given 13 runs in his first over. 9 overs gone, 95 for 3.
Anjum with his third over. Punched off the back foot but straight to the fielder. So this is the right sort of line to be bowling. Anjum, he's already, as I said, created that opportunity in the previous over. Not really taken.
Zishan targeting the leg side boundary. Come down the track. Good delivery by Anjum. Just pulling the length, and Zishan will just take a single.
Yeah, this is one of the qualities of a good bowler. They watch the batters very late, and on that occasion, he saw the batsman moving down the track, bowled it shorter, pulled his length back, bowls it under the bat, invites the batter to go big. Lucky on that occasion, Hasham not finding the middle, otherwise it could have easily gone on to the fielder's hand.
Well, he got the ball in his zone, but didn't timed it well enough. Zishan. Crucial stage, and well, I think, well, it has been referred to the TV umpire, but Zishan looks confident.
And the keeper, not so much. Took some time to get the bails off. Had he done it earlier, and look at that, that is very close. Had he done it earlier, oh, this is very tight. This is very tight.
Well, I think Zishan is struggling. Yes, he has been given out. Well, second time in this tournament, Zishan Khan has been stumped on the bowling of a spinner, and Anjum gets the wicket. He got his first wicket in the shape of Zishan Khan, who got stumped by Kuldeep on the bowling of Anjum. It's 97 for 3, and we are into the over number 12th. Over number 10th, beg your pardon.
It's going to be Zain Hassan, the new batter, in at number 6 for Khandan 11. And what a comeback this is from Anjum. Went for 23 in his first over. And how well has he come back? Created opportunity in his second over as well. And now got the better of Zishan. A low full toss. Easy way to get off the mark.
141 required in 61. 98 for 4 after 9.5 overs. Oh, well. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Is it big enough? Yes, it is. Clear the 6 feet tall Sherry Malik out there on long off, and Hashim has hit a beautiful 6 to end the over number 10. It was in his zone and he hit it nicely, well timed, a lot of power behind that. 104 for 4 after the halfway stage of the inning of Khandan 11. 135 required in 60 balls.
Well, at the halfway stage, 104 for 4, going along at 10.4 and over. They require the remaining runs at 13.5. Ejaz starts off with a wide delivery. In fact, it has brushed the pads on the way through.
Well, for all those viewers, let me tell you that this is 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024 Power by Fan Court presented by Royal Phoenix Clinic in progress here. This is played quarterfinal number 2 in progress, and after this we are going to have the second semi-final of the Cup in the same league, and 16 teams participated, and hats off to all the owners, all the sponsors, really, along these youngsters who are mostly expats here, living in UAE as residents and playing their game, which they emotionally attached a lot to it. And be it Karwan CC, 7 District Senior, Juniors, AZ Sports, Khandan 11, Arkham CC, or even Ali Firma, Royal Phoenix Clinic themselves, Pacific Star Sports, or be it any other team. Hats off to all the spectators, their supporters, their owners. And I've been hearing that they even send their teammates for abroad visiting. And since this is being Ramadan, and plenty of them visiting to Saudi for Hajj and Umrah in fact. And I just learned that Ali Firma owner has sent their players for Umrah. That is really hats off to Zaheb, the owner of Ali Firma. And indeed to all the sponsors. Meanwhile, beautiful hit straight down the ground. And it is Nelson on the board.
Oh, what a good hit that was. Saw a little bit loop. Straight away dances down the track. And picks up a boundary there. Need plenty of those. They need to score at 14 and over from here onwards. Smart batting from Hasham. Picks up a single. In fact, going for the second one. And they'll make it comfortably. 2 runs to end over number 11. Khandan 11, 113 for 4. Well, 11 overs, 113 for 4. Anjum with another over off spin. But he's done pretty decently. Went for 23, as I said, in his first over. Came back to give away just 70 and picking up an important wicket of Zishan, who was looking really good. A short and wide. Enough time for the batter to pick up his spot, but could only find the fielder. Just a single on that occasion. Zain Hassan brings Hasham, who's looked really good of his first 10 deliveries, back on strike.
Well, Anjum Zishan bowling his fourth over. Cut away beautifully. Chase for the fielder, but the ball will win the race. Nicely cut. Very good timing on that. Onto the back foot. A perfect way to execute that cut shot. Hasham looks a very compact player.
A very good shot. Look at that. That was darted in and away from the bat. And how well has he timed it? Played it really late to make sure that he hits it behind point and pick up a boundary there. He's going along nicely, more than 200 strike rate as well. It's just that he's got to make sure that he plays a longer innings here. Once again, cut well, but straight to the fielder. That could have easily been a second boundary of the over.
Well, considering the first over that Anjum bowled, he has recovered a bit, grabbed a wicket of the all-important batter of Zishan, and he has just got 2 more balls to bowl to finish his quota of spell. Inner edge, and well, the wicket keeper couldn't held on to that, and it will be another single.
Those are difficult takes. Can't be so harsh on the keepers. I've been one. I understand. It's a big deflection. You can't really get your gloves behind that. And those catches, they either stick or not. A single taken though. 120 is what is required of 49 deliveries. You're talking about 15s and over if this is a dot ball.
Oh, it is hit straight. Straight as an arrow, and I think it has gone for maximum. Yes, it does. Imran Munir raised both of his hands.
Oh, what a shot to end that over. In the slot, and he's hit it to the safest part of the ground. Down the ground towards the side screen. And clearing the boundary pretty easily. 12 overs done, 125 for 4.
Required in 48 balls, 125 for 4 in 12. Anjum just finished his spell, gave away 52 runs, but taken a very important wicket of Zishan Khan. Ejaz will be bowling his third over.
A very good connection once again. Clears the longer part of the ground pretty comfortably. Hasham, he's turning the game on here. He's kept them believing from one end.
Oh, very good hit. Beautiful shot. Enough power and timing behind. He had to clear a long boundary over there, and he has cleared it with a lot of ease.
Well, I can tell you if a big over here or there comes in, the run rate will come down to 11s, and that will be pretty much chaseable. They have plenty of options in terms of bowling. AZ Sports, but so far Khandan 11 has been going along nicely.
Oh well, an opportunity created, but it is very tough for the wicket keeper. The ball deflected over there. Maybe I'm a little harsh in saying that it wasn't a chance, but still very well bowled by Ejaz.
Well, a good example of being too optimistic. But a good follow-up delivery from Ejaz. 7 conceded off the first 2. They need to score 14s and over. Oh, in the block hole. Zain Hassan could not do much with it. A dot delivery there.
Zain Hassan can hit sixes. We have seen him in the very first game. He played a very good knock. And wanted to smack that out of the park just in a rage.
He almost went on to crash onto the stumps. And Ijaz bowling cleverly here, taking the pace off, mixing it up really well. Dixon shot, and there's a fielder right for this shot. Just a single on that occasion. So despite conceding a 6 of the very first delivery, he's just gone for 8 runs in his first 5.
Well, that becomes very important. If you hit a 6, you need to rotate the strike. Make it big. Oh, once again, he goes straight. Handsomely. Big enough for yet another maximum. 2 sixes in this over.
Well, much needed maximum to keep the run rate at par. Look at that. In the slot, in fact, it was not. He had to just jump down the track, convert it into a half volley, and once again a good connection to sail it over the long on fence for a maximum. 13 overs done, 139 for 4.
Fast. And he is up against Zain Hassan, who is batting on 11. Exactly 100 runs required in 42 balls. Required run rate is just 14.3. First ball played away toward the long on for a single. Very good performance so far by Khandan 11. Just that extra bit of wickets in that wicket column. Meanwhile, it is hit in the air. Didn't time it well, and lucky for Hasham that he didn't time it. Otherwise, it would have been in the hand of the fielder there. A single conceded. And there's a change in the voice here in the com box, and it will be my dear friend Craig will take you forward for the next passage of play alongside me. Welcome, Craig, after a good short break.
Thank you so much, Nadim. That was a much-needed break. Beautiful delivery from Bhuta there. Slightly slower than the first one, and it was completely missed by Hassan, the batsman who's on 12 after facing 12 deliveries. Hasham has done well, posting 39 of the 17 deliveries. But now the equation is what carries everything here. 98 runs required of 39 balls.
Low full toss, hit away toward the mid-wicket region, and it will just be a single. Good throw in the deep by the fielder there. Well, as you sports look on top of this game as of now, 97 on 38, 15.3 run rate, and the medium pacers are doing a very nice job for them.
They have done well in terms of that. Would have been a good one, but it veered off and it went towards, it was actually swinging towards the leg side there. This is why we had an abrupt cut in terms of the appeal from the field there. Beautiful delivery, all the same. Almost five balls bowled, 3 runs considered. This is beautiful bowling from AZS Sport.
Oh, slow delivery, didn't bounce as per the expectation. of Hasham and Bhuta having a smile. Not the case with Hasham. He has been bowled out. Look at that off-pace delivery and didn't bounce it at all.
That was a smart way of taking out a batsman like Bhuta. Oh, it's Hasham, rather, not Bhuta. Bhuta is the bowler, right? 205 strike rate, 3 big sixes that were hit there by Hasham Amir, 3 fours. But at the end of the day, he has to call it curtains. 39 of 19 deliveries, Nadeem.
145 for 5 after 14. After 14, 97 required in 36 balls, and their premium fast bowler Sherry Malik is back for a second spell. He bowled with a lot of pace and bounce earlier on. Little unfortunate, didn't get a wicket, but impressed many eyes here in the ground, and so is the one watching on air. Oh, this might be a chance if the fielder manages to get under it, but it just fell at no man's land area. Sherry Malik will still have to wait to get his first wicket.
It was a great delivery from Malik, though he didn't produce any wicket, but it was excellently bowled. The batsman struggled with that one. He ended up skying it, and it landed in no man's land, as Nadeem said. Let's see how he's going to bowl the next delivery.
Another good length delivery. Just played away toward the deep third for a single. Very good performance by the batters initially by AZ Sports, especially that little partnership between Bhuta and Tandon, and then later on between Tandon and Rizwan, and then at the end Sherry Malik joining it with the 3 consecutive sixes. Tandon hitting his first maiden 100 here. Sherry Malik will be bowling to Zain Hassan. Once again, very good line and length. He has got plenty of pace backing himself up. Got to be a little careful in pitching the ball up on outside off, as he has got mid off and extra cover fielder inside the circle. So ideally, it has to be the length delivery.
Absolutely. He has bowled exceedingly well, though he has not yet been rewarded by a wicket, but he has done well as a bowler.
Well, it has been hit. Just fell short of the fielder there. Abdurrahim is a gun fielder. He tried, but it fell short. Anywhere a little bit power, then Abdurrahim might have taken his chances. But good over coming up by Malik. He has just conceded so far 2 runs in it.
Mazhar on strike. Only 1 run deposited.
Oh, very close. An inside edge, and just how it missed the stump. Any other bat there would have rackled the stumps. But good bowling by Malik on a very good line and length. Much improved bowler compared to his first outing here in Sharjah. Obviously, being young, he will have to learn a lot. And also, if you see the run-up, I will really want him to take a couple of steps more big. He is tall, he is young. If you can have a good run up, you will carry all the momentum to your delivery stride and you might be able to generate an extra bit of pace. Anyway, it will only time tell that how Malik will start performing at the big stage. 15 overs done and dusted, 145 for 5.
The equation is now on 94 runs required from 30 balls. It really requires the betting team now to make sure that they get at least two boundary six off every over. Nicely played there by the batsman, picked up the gap, and it goes down for a 4. This is the kind of play that they need to start displaying now from this very ball going forward. Maybe that will propel them closer to the score that they are chasing, Nadim.
Hit me delivery, and Zain Hassan is not going to spare those freebies. Beautiful shot, no one there at deep square leg. Now they have put one fielder there. 90 required in 29 balls. Well, good full line delivery. It's just driven, should be a single.
So far, so good for Team AZS Sports. They have done well in terms of restricting Khandan 11 from, getting too much runs, even though they have set up a very big score there. Khandan 11 has done well in terms of chasing down that score.
Well, just head away toward the leg side, and it will be another single. Singles are not really going to bother AZ Sports. Required run rate has creeped up to 19.6, and it looks quite difficult for the betting side. Game is just slipping away from their hands.
If we are to be honest, the game has already slipped away from their hands now. It's just a matter of completing the innings. Oh, nicely punched there for a 6-er boundary. Nadim.
Well, Craig, are you sure the game has already slipped out of their hands? That shot doesn't suggest that. Muzzer, in fact, it's Zain, took it from the middle of the bat and hit it out of the stadium, no, into that stands for a maximum.
If they can maintain getting 6s like this, then they are going to make this game more interesting. Hassan, 26 of 19 deliveries. Mazhar, 4 deliveries and 2 runs on the board. 157 for 5. 82 runs required of 26 balls, Nadim.
Well, if I am not mistaken, as per my last memory, if it works properly, last time I have witnessed back in 2010 T20 World Cup, where Mr. Crick, the Mike Hussey, the great Mike Hussey, let me correct myself, he, along with his partners, they have chased down almost around 17 runs in 24 balls against Pakistan in the semi-final of 2010 T20 World Cup in Caribbean. And well, we all know Mr. Crick can do wonders on his day.
You never know. If Lady Luck smiles on you, you can perform beautifully and excellently on the field. Ball nicely chased down there by the fielder. Saved the 4 boundary there. Chucking it back to the keeper. Great effort from the fielder there. Now we have come to the end of the 16th over with 160 runs on the board for the loss of 5. We just spoke off the mic there with Nadim. He shared some very interesting history about Mike Hussey. Can you share that with the viewers, Nadim?
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Oh, what a welcome to Sagir. In fact, it is gone in the air. And Sagir, in fact, the welcome is definitely warm as Zain Hassan has been departed, caught in the deep on the bowling of Sagir Afridi. Sagir Afridi living it up to his expectation. He always remains among the wickets. He has a habit of picking up the wickets. And well, initially we thought Bhutta Singh has misjudged it, but he held on it nicely at the end. Zain Hassan with a good knock of 27 and 21 ball departs, caught in the deep by Bhutta on the bowling of magical Sagir Afridi, 160 for 6.
Right, a new batter coming on to the crease there, Nadim.
Well, good first delivery. Well, we have been talking about the great inning, the great chase of Australia against Pakistan way back in the semi-final of T20 World Cup 2010, where they have chased down in 24 balls, around 70 runs. And Mike Hussey, let me tell you that was one of the most dramatic change at that time in my life, because we all thought that Pakistan has almost got the victory. Oh, good sweep shot. And he will get a boundary. Beautifully done by Mazhar. And they have chased down. And let me tell you who were the bowlers against. They were the T20 specialists at that time. It was Saeed Ajmal, it was Umar Gul, and it was Muhammad Amir. And they were the bowlers operating, and Mike Hussey, well, what a knock he played that day. In the last over, they required about 18 runs, and he finished the match before 2 legal balls remaining in that game. So within 4 balls, he chased down 18 runs against one of the most crafted and very clever Saeed Ajmal. And still, that match remains unbelievable.
I can imagine the excellent display of cricket that you guys experienced back in 2010. Another sweep shot there. Is it going to produce a boundary? Yes, it looks like it's going to race down on the grass to 4 runs. And that leaves the run tally to 69 runs off 18 balls, with the required rate going mad now on 23.1, and the achieved rate of 9.9. 170 for the loss of 6 in 17 overs. Cameron has done exceedingly well here, picking up 2 wickets and conceding 19 runs in the previous 2 overs that he bowled. Oh, he gave him a slower ball there that came off the toe of the bat and just went past the stumps there in a very funny way. That could have led to the dismissal of the batsman there, but that wasn't the case. 68 runs required off 17 balls only, with a crazy 24 runs required in every over for them to get to the total of 239 runs, which is really, that has come at the right time. Cameron has dismissed Janjua only after bowling 2 deliveries to him. It came off the pads and then it went straight onto the stumps. Off the pads and onto the stumps. What a disappointing way of exiting there. But at the end of the day, he has to leave the field. Fahad Janjua, 5 runs off the 4 deliveries that he played with a strike rate of 125. We would have loved to have him more on the field there. And Kamran has picked up around 3 wickets at the moment, and it seems like he's going to get more. 68 runs are required from 16 balls. 17.2 overs bowled. With what they're chasing now, what is only required is for the batsmen to try as much as they can to get, boundaries, and at the same time, avoiding going out. But as I said earlier, the run rate is going crazy. The required run rate, that is, 25.5 required. Aziz Shah, a right-handed batter, is on the crease now, Nadim.
Well, AZ Sports just 3 wickets away from the victory, and it's Kamran grabbed 3 wickets. He'll be up against Aziz Shah. Well, onto the stump, good delivery. Played away towards the leg side, and it will be a single. 67 required in 15 balls. Powerful performance by AZ Sports.
They've done well. I think the man to thank today for Team AZ Sports is Khandan, who bravely played well and posted a century for himself and his team. Poor piece of fielding there. This is the very basic things that any cricketer should be able to do. But that wasn't the case in that occasion. Cameron, 23 runs conceded in 2.4 overs.
It will not bother much AZ Sports captain and management that misfield, but considering the situation, a fielder might be wanted to create some opportunity out of nowhere. Aggressively approached the ball, wanted to pick it with one hand to throw it in order to become a little hero, trying to shine himself. Understandable. He also wants to contribute as a fielder, but got to be a little careful in crunch situations. 175 for 7. Kamran just bowled a white ball, and this is flicked away. Once again, the fielder and the D will come into play. At that time, a very orthodox approach.
63 runs required of the remaining 13 balls. Mazhar on 13 of the 10 deliveries, with Ozzy, who has just faced a single delivery. He's on strike now. Can he give us something to smile about here in the comb box?
Oh, straight bowling. You miss, I hit. Kamran gets his 4th wicket on the last ball of his 3rd over. Powerful performance by the bowlers of AZ Sports. It was a straight delivery, played across the line, paid the price. Khandan 11 lost their 8th wicket on 176. As Aziz Shah walking back after scoring 1 and 2. Not a great outing for him with the bat. He was out on the very first ball. That was a brilliant delivery by Fahidi Janjua to knock him over, but he has got a chance to roll his arm here. He is a very good bowler. I have seen him bowling some superb spells in ICC ground. And targeting the pads. He is a smart cricketer. He has got protection on the deep on the leg side. So first delivery indicates that he wants the batter to hit him towards the leg side, a lofted shot. Look at that. He just is what he wanted. Just fell short of the fielder there. A single added to the score.
Intelligent bowler he is. Just as you rightly said that he has set up the field in such a way that he forces the batsman to play it in the air straight to the fielders. And on that occasion, it almost produced the result, a positive result for him. Played down the ground, straight to Khandan. Nicely picked up and thrown to the bowler. This is the kind of match awareness and intelligence that we require from the cricketers. Another one played down the ground that is long on.
Well, Abdurrahim has got plenty of experience. He is never new onto the cricketing field. He has played inter-district cricket back in Pakistan and even here in UAE. Has played good amount of cricket. Always remain engaged with many teams. Knows what he is doing.
Great fielding there from AZ Sport. Another one played smartly and intelligently there, earning himself 4 runs for the team. 184 for 8 at 19.
Well, it's 184 for 8 after 19 overs, 55 required in 6 balls. Statistically, Khandan 11 has lost this game. Ejaz will be rolling his arm and the first ball has been put away straight, bisecting the fielder. And Mazhar, in fact, it's Omar Abbas gets a boundary there.
It's a much-needed boundary that will help them, get closer to the score, but it will not produce much of a difference in terms of the outcome of the match today. And that has led to his dismissal. A slower ball that didn't pitch much, and he got bowled.
Once again, another straight delivery. You miss, I hit. Omar Abbas trying to play across the line. No bounce whatsoever. And easily done. Ejaz gets his first wicket. Gave away 40 in 3.2 overs. AZ Sports. Well, in fact, they have won this game as the number 11th is not going to come out. What a powerful performance by the team of AZ Sports in this plate quarter-final 2, and they have cemented their place into the semi-final of the plate of this 35th Sharjah Ramadan T20 League, powered by Fan Code, presented by Royal Phoenix Clinic. This is the betting card for you. For Khandan 11, well, except that good knock of Zain Hassan and Zishan especially, and Hasham, other players really struggled. Zishan especially were looking very dangerous, scored 56, Hasham 39, Zain Hassan scored 27, whereas good contribution by Dylan 16, and Mazhar remained not out on 19. The rest of the batters struggled even to knock the double figures. 19 extras given by the bowlers of AZ Sports. Quite a bit. They need to be careful coming into the next game. And as Khandan 11 bundled out on 188.
Let's quickly take a look at the bowling card. The Cameron 3 overs bowled and 25 runs conceded, picking up 4 wickets with an economy of 8.33. The rest of the bowlers didn't do much in terms of collecting runs, but you can see there Anjum was a bit expensive, 52 runs conceded, picking a single wicket with an expensive economy of 13. I just 3.2, another expensive bowler there, 40 runs conceded, 1 wicket pegged, an economy of 12. Bhuta, Afridi, Abdul, each bowling 2 and 1 there with an economy of just above 8, 10 and 9 respectively. And they considered 19 extras.
Well, this is a match summary for you. AZ Sports, after winning the toss, batted first, and they have displayed a powerful performance. Khandan with a brilliant 100, remained not out on 104 and just 46. Rizwan scored 50 on 30, and Bhuta scored 20 on 15 against them. Janjua bowled well, grabbed 2 wickets, gave away 37. Mazhar, 2 wickets, 41 given. Muzaffar taken a wicket, gave away 26. For Khandan 11, Zishan remained the top scorer, 46. For him, Hashim 39 and Zain Hassan scored 27. Kamran grabbed 4 wickets, gave away 25 in his 3 overs. Afridi took a wicket, so has Yamin taken a wicket. They have conceded around 20 extras, but eventually, AZ Sports, a comprehensive victory for them. They have won this game by 50 runs and cemented their place into the semis of this plate tournament of 35th Sharjah Ramadan League. We'll take a short break. That's it from the com box. Stay tuned as Adnan Arif will be catching you shortly for the post-match presentation. And let me tell you, we also got another very important match lined up after the post-match presentation.
Thank you, Coms. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the 35th edition of the Sharjah Ramadan T20 League 2024. Before we begin, firstly, I'd like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all the administrators involved behind the scenes for putting up such a wonderful tournament. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our sponsors, title sponsor Royal Phoenix Clinic, powered by sponsor and official streaming partner Fan Code, event partner TCM, associate sponsor Thamar Al Madina Real Estate, support sponsor 7 Districts. Well, in the second plate quarter-final of the tournament, AZ Sports has just defeated Khandan 11 by 50 runs, a mammoth win on that occasion. Moving on, man of the match presentation, the memento will be awarded by none other than the match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed. Well, few commendable performances from both the team, but in the end, it was the effort with the bat from none other than Ansh Tandon from AZ Sports for his brilliant 100, not out of 46 delivery, 104 to be exact, 9 sixes and 4 fours in that, and also the fastest 100 of the tournament. Ansh, may I have you here for a quick word?
Yes, sure.
First of all, big match and man of the match. How are you feeling?
Yes, firstly, I'm really glad to have been contributed in this quarterfinal one, which obviously was a very big match for us. And going forward, I think it's just boosted our team's morale as well. And I think we're just going to get up stronger from the next games from here.
Right. Going in to bat at 13 for 3 in the third over, what was going on in your mind?
Well, I think my plan was just pretty simple, to just keep knocking the bad balls away and just keep playing natural game, because the thing when we go wrong is when we start to take pressure amongst ourselves. So that's one thing which I didn't want to do. So I just was batting naturally, and then it just happened out to be good for me.
Right. Though we've seen you scoring at a pretty decent strike rate, but you were ready to take the back seat and let the other partners take the front seat, the driver's seat. What was the plan going on there?
Yeah, honestly, I was just so the batsman who was batting with me was hitting the ball pretty well, so I was just letting him have the hit, because I knew I just had to stay in the end, because we didn't have a batter who could just counter the innings until the end. We had a few sloggers, but we didn't have someone who could counter the innings. So I was glad to take that responsibility, and then it just turned out to be well for me.
Well, very well constructed innings and a right one at the right time. Congratulations once again. That was Ansh Tandon from AZ Sports, the man of the match. Well, thank you for joining us, but don't go away. We've got another match lined up for you next. It's the semi-final from the plates event. Thank you so much.